Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah. We're just going to do a quick breakdown on going through the fire. Because this is the only way that you can make it into the kingdom. Hey, the Lord said, he that endure to the end shall be ashamed. Shall be saved, right? So like it. So enduring to the end, what you got to endure is that fire, that affliction, right? So this is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13.
Get out.
Enter ye in at the straight gate, right? So because there's a straight gate, right? There's a narrow path to the Lord, man. You're not going to get to the Lord by dipping and dabbing into the world and doing everything that the heathen does. The Lord said, come out of her, my people, right? So what you're coming out of is the ways of this world and walking in the ways of the Lord. And that's a straight and narrow gate, right? For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way, right? So if you know anything about sizes, narrow is a skinny slit, man. Hey, the Lord said it's a path that only one can follow at one time, paraphrase, right? And so there's gonna be man behind man, man behind man. It's not gonna be a brother to your left or to your side. You kind of got to trust in the Lord, man, with all things, right? Right, and that's it on that. And then I'll go to 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse, I'll start at 9. Whom resisted steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world, right? So you got to face the affliction, man. And we all got to face affliction, man. There's nothing new about it. That's the only way. That's what this life is about. That's the only way to get to the Lord, right? Right? Reading on, verse 10. But God of all grace, right? I'll read it again. But Yahweh of all grace, who have called us into his eternal glory by Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. After that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you, right? So the Lord is going to make you perfect on that path. It's not like you're going through it for nothing. The Lord said, and that's my last precept, hey, try of him, he's going to charge you to try of buy of you, go try it in the fire.
Right.
All right. So the Lord said, so like it. So Revelations chapter so like it, what was that? 13? All right. This is Revelation, Salakia, chapter 3 and verse 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, right? So he's likening the man and the women, the Israelite man and the Israelite women, like fine gold, man. And he's charging you to buy of him gold tried in the fire. He doesn't want you to have any taints, any spots or blemishes. You got to come into that thing pure and holy, right? Because the Lord is holy, right?
That's right.
That thou mayest be rich, right? And that's kingdom. That's the everlasting kingdom, man. That's his covenant. That's his promise that he made with the forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man.
That's right.
He's going to lead us into the kingdom of heaven that shall not perish, right? But the only way you get there is by that straight and narrow gate, right? And I could go on that, but with that, I'm gonna pass it.
All praise to the Most High. Hey, just like the brother was saying, you gotta get tried in this thing, and that's the only way we could get through to the gates. You can't just thinking you finna get through the gates and not be tried by nothing. Let me get this precept. The classic, Matthew chapter 20. It's like Matthew chapter 20 and 22. It's like it reads. It says, I'm starting at 22. It says, but Yahweh Shai answered and said, ye know not. So like I'm gonna start at 20. It says, then come to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him, and desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, what wilt thou? She said unto him, grant that these my two sons may sit, the one on thy right hand, and the other on thy left, in thy kingdom. But Yahweh Shai answered and said, ye know not what ye ask. Because he knows. He knows it's not a easy plight. I mean, it's a hard plight to get to this thing. It's not easy. It's not a smooth sailing lake in this thing.
That's right.
We got to get tried through the fire, and be refined as that gold. You not think you finna just walk in here and think you could kick your feet up with Yahweh Shai. No, there's work to be done, and we got to do this work. You got to put your brick in, like the brothers always say. We a table in this thing. Put your leg, put your leg on the table. Put your brick in this thing. And Yahweh Shai knows this. He knows it's not going to be an easy thing in this thing. He says, ye know not what ye ask, as ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. And that cup, it's a cup of affliction. It's a cup of that fire, that brimstone. Yahweh Shai, what more of us? We ain't nothing. Yahweh Shai, he died on the cross for us. And now what we got to do? Put that same brick in. We got to die for our people. And now we got, we like the precept, this is not our life no more. This is Yahweh Shai's life, and we owe him our life. And we got to pay that tab if we willing to walk in that faith. We're gonna walk with him, and we gonna get to that thing through the Spirit. It says, I shall drink of and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. They say unto him, we are able. Lord willing, we all able, all the brothers across the the worldwide globe that's pushing this truth and sincerity, we are able to hold that cross and bear that cross that Yahweh Shai bared. Because we're not alone. That's why brotherhood, sisterhood, congregation, there's needed. That's right. And that's why we could bear this cross together. And that's the ultimate thing. Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai wasn't by himself. He was the ringleader, but what he had? He had 12 brothers.
That's right.
He got 12 brothers that's walking on with the faith and through the Spirit, and they went through affliction as well. So more than us, and they got guaranteed seats at the table. Right. We don't know if we guarantee. So what we gotta do? We gotta want to be able to. We gotta be obedient. That's what it all comes down to, being obedient through Yahweh Shai. Right. Verse 23. And he said unto them, ye shall drink indeed of my cup. Because why? If we follow in the steps of Mashiach Yahweh Shai, we gonna drink of that cup. We gonna be hated in this world, not love. That's right. How a man that was so hated in the time he was living is so loved today? What more is us? We're gonna be hated. That's why they persecute us, cause a hate group. They try to get at us everywhere they go, but they can't overthrow the words of the Most High. They can't overthrow his saints. Right. It says, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with, put to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. So we got to work at this thing. We can't think we're gonna be able to just walk, like I said, walk in this thing and think we're gonna kick our feet up and sit on the right hand, on the left hand, Yahweh Shai. No. Even he don't know this thing. One more than us. We don't know nothing. We don't know a damn thing. We only know what the Most High give to us through the deep sayings and the parables. What brothers share with brothers. And we don't know a damn thing. So and we only know 10%. It's a 1,000 more things we don't know. Because it said in the precept, all the things of Yahushua wasn't even recorded. So, if we don't know the little things that they could have recorded, but they didn't, we don't know a damn thing. So, and I also want to get this precept. It's Sirach, chapter 4, verse 17. It says, for at the first, this is talking about wisdom, and we know wisdom is the the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shai. It says, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him. And that's wisdom. Fear is going to bring dread upon you. Not meaning it's going to torment you. It's going to torment all the ways that you used to do, thinking you know what wisdom is, and you don't know a damn thing. You don't know. We don't know what true wisdom is until we got to the scriptures. Right. It's gonna be dread upon you. That means it's not gonna be easy in this thing. It says, and torment him with her discipline. That means we're gonna get tried. We're gonna have to discipline ourselves and obedient, because that's what this whole thing about, is being obedient. Like the precepts say, the laws is not grievous, and people want to make it grievous, but it's not that hard, and it's all about obedience. It's all about obedience, this thing. And once we be obedient to the words of the Most High, these things won't be tormented to us. Right. So, like I was, like the precept saying, it's going to torment you. That means you're going to get tried. It's not going to come to you easy in this thing. It says, torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. And that's what we got to do. And I got one more precept through the Spirit. Let me get leaning on the same thing, the same topic. This is chapter 6. Verse 24. It says, and put thy feet into her feathers and thy neck into her chain. So we gotta be slaves to this thing. You can't think we're gonna just walk around and do what we don't think wisdom's gonna come to us, up with us, and we not being disciplined to the Most High and being tried by that fire. No, we gotta be disciplined. We gotta walk this thing. We gotta drink from that cup, and whatever it comes. It says, it says, bow thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved with her bonds, because it's going to be grievous. You know, you know, because we coming from the world, we not looking at the bigger picture. We gotta look at that light. You know, that light at the end of the tunnel, and not looking at everything that's around them, which is wickedness and darkness. You know. And it says, come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power. Seek and seek. So like it, search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got a hold on her, let her not go. For at the last thou shalt be for a rest, and she should turn to a joy. So, you know, and that's the, you know, coming through that fire, it's going to be joy. Because, you know, everybody knows to purify gold, it got to go through that fire. And then what happened? It's that shiny, pure gold that everybody loves. You know, so that's, you know, that's what we getting through the spirit. And I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Shai. Let's first get up on all praise to the Most High.
I just want to jump in there real quick, you know, and while we're being afflicted, you know, while we're going through fire, we kind of enjoy that thing, man. Hey, let me get Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, you know. So, hey, man, if your car break down, if your wife leave you, you know, and you lose your job, you kind of got to save the water your house,
right?
You know,
that's right.
And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state, you know. For gold is tried in the fire. So, like the brother was saying, hey, gold is tried in the fire. You know, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity, you know, because hey, some people don't have the love in them, you know. Some people, the Most High kind of not dealing with everybody, you know. So let me read that out in Hebrews chapter 12, in verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth. Right. See that? And scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. You know, so he's gonna scourge you, you know, because he received you. You know, and with that, you know, I'm gonna kind of pass to the next mighty brother.
I'll praise the Most High, man. Brother brought it out beautifully through the spirit, man. But you gotta endure the chastisement, the trial, the tribulations, man. Hey, that's gonna make you as that pure gold, like the brother's going to. Right. Don't nobody want that damn fake gold that you buy at the store, man. Hey, we want that refined, that pure gold. Kind of damn the Cuban links. Hey, that's what getting refined is, man. Let me get these precepts real quick. I'm gonna get Job chapter 23 and verse 10. It says, but he knoweth that way that I take. Like the Lord know everything that we doing is of the Lord. Man's guns are the Lord. So he said, Job said, hey, I know he know the way I'm gonna take. And then continuing on, he said, when he had tried me, I shall come forth as gold. Job didn't say, when he tried me, I'm going to put my head down and rock in the bed. No, he said, when he tried me, I'm going to come out as gold. And that's how you got to be in this thing. We all got to get tried, go through the afflictions, trial and tribulation. That's what's going to make us pure, like the brothers are going into, man. I'm going to get this other precept. In Psalm chapter 94 and verse number, I'm going to start at verse number 10. It says, Salakia, and I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, blessed is the man who thou chastisest. Hey, the Lord said, blessed is the man who he chastised, man. He didn't say, because like you said, you got to be chastised, get purged, go through trials and tribulations to get to the kingdom, man. It's not a cakewalk. It's not just damn wake up and you in the kingdom. No, it's wake up, go through hell. Hey, like our brothers, let me get this in James, man.
Bring it out.
James, right? Chapter 5 and verse number, I'm going to start at verse 10. Look what it says. It says, take my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord, like we doing, coming out here, damn, trying to wake up our people, let them know they Israelites. Then, hey, how much more our forefathers who was doing that back then? It says, who has spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. It says as an example of suffering, affliction, and patience. So that's what we doing, man. That's the trial that you're going to go through to get to the kingdom, right? I'm going to keep going on that. It says, behold, we count them happy which endure. So we got to be happy in this thing to go through this, man. Like the brother's going to your wife bucking up, damn, your husband, whoever, man. Damn, hey, your animal could buck up against you. Anybody, man. Whatever you go through, you got to take it cheerfully, man. The Lord said he count them happy which endure. You have heard of the patience of Job. Now, everybody know the account of Job. Damn, lost his everything, man. Damn, talking about telling him to curse the Lord, man. Hey, but Job kind of stood 10 toes and got tenfold at the end. That's what we looking for, that tenfold, that kingdom, right? Everlasting life, man. Hey, dominion, everything that come with that, right? Continuing on, though, it says, Salakia, it says, ye have heard of the patience of Job and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and tender mercy. So everything that we go through, is the Lord still gonna have mercy upon him. He said he will never forget Jacob, man. So we gotta continue in this straight path, then keeping our heads up, keep trying to keep our garment as white as possible, man. Like Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 8 said. Let me get the other precept real quick. It's the book of Romans, because this is what we doing out here. Going through this trial and tribulation. It ain't easy just being out here. Hey, we making our body a living sacrifice, right? This is the book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. So we making our call and election sure, our bodies we making our bodies a living sacrifice.
Right.
Thus, hey, you know how much we get damn tasers pulled out on us. All hell be breaking loose out here, but hey, that's the trial and tribulation we got to go through to get the kingdom, man. And that's what all these brothers want, all the sisters should want, that damn everlasting life in the kingdom, man. So everything we do, we got to count it, like you just said in James, we count them happy which endure, man. Because the Lord coming back for the right fruit. He don't want the fruit that's damn soiled, damn not juicy. Hey, don't nobody want the fruit that's not sweet, man.
That's right.
We want the whole thing that's damn right, juicy, and plucked up from the ground, man, in righteousness, man. But with that, Israel, I'm going to say, Kwame Asherah.
God, I got this closing precept, right? This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4. I'll start at verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So like the brothers going into it, hey man, this is why we repent and constantly search and seek out the ways of the Lord, man, and ask for forgiveness and turn not that way again, right? Right. Verse 17. For our light affliction, which is for a moment, right? So this is the spirit, right? We got to go through the fire, but it's only for a moment, right? You're not going to just endure it and then you're going to be always on fire and enduring temptation and getting knocked down and having to get back up. Hey, the Lord is going to grant you these things, but you have to endure for a moment, like the brothers bringing out in Matthew. Hey, and they said, hey, the Lord said, hey, can you drink this cup that I drink? Hey, no, you can't drink the Lord's cup, man. But you can drink your cup. You gotta drink your cup. There's no way around it. All right. But for a moment worketh us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Right? So it's you can't even imagine what the Lord got for you stored in heaven, man. You gotta just see these things, right? And I'll read this. Hey, this is what it says in verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Right? And so we read that in Wisdom of Solomon, man. And our affliction is though it looked like it's being we just getting beat down, paraphrasing chapter 3, right? Hey, we looking for that eternal glory, right? So we got to endure the fire, man. That's the only way to the kingdom of heaven. That's the only way to please the Lord. Endure all things for the hopeful elect's sake. And with that, I'm doing this strong shalom.
I got two precepts. You know, going to what the brothers are saying. You know, being tried in this fire, and the end result. You know, you gotta know what the end result could be. This is Zechariah, that chapter 13, verse 9. It says, "And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God." So, and that's what we got to do in this thing. You know, we got to call on the Lord every time we get inflicted. Like the brother was saying, getting a taser pulled out on you, your woman leaving you, your man beating you, you know, everything that's going through the spirit. You know, we got to do what we got to do for the Most High Yahweh Yahweh Shai. I got another precept. And then, you know, and even when, you know, we going through this affliction, and then, you know, at the end times, we finally get beamed up. The work is still not done. This is Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 33. It says, "As I live, saith Yahweh, surely with a mighty hand, with a stretched out arm, and with a fury poured out, will I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered, with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, with the fury poured out. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there would I plead with you face to face." You know, even in the wilderness, second wilderness, we're going to have to get plagued and tried and go through the affliction. So, you know, we rehearsing the righteous acts, and that's why we got to rehearse the righteous acts. So when we get to that wilderness, hopefully, you know, we that elect, and we even, you know, the 1/3, we could get to that wilderness and be tried again. It says, "Like as I pled with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so what I plead with you, said Yahweh, and I will cause you to pass under the rod." And see, that rod is not that rod is not easy. What, you know, we used to be a rod for it. Shepherd sheep, beat your slaves, and that's what's going. That rod is. It's affliction. "And I will bring you into the land, into the bond of the covenant, and I will purge out from among you the rebels." So even in the wilderness is going to be murmurers, rebels, you know, bucking up against Yahweh Yahweh Shai. And it says, "And them that are transgressed against me, I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh." You know, I want to go praise the Most High Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Shalom.
Shalom. Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Time.